Hello and welcome to Monkey Knife Fight Live, folks. I'm Connor Rowntree, joined by Tyler May to talk some MLB. It's the home run blast. It's $25,000. T-May, I'm jacked up. How are you feeling today?
A little heartbroken by the Field of Dreams game, but I am ready to pick some home runs today.
Yeah, that was pretty cool with the opener. Kevin Costner walking out there, everything going in slow-mo, and then he just turns and all the guys come out of the field. That was just so cool. Yeah, pretty good ending to the game overall. I'm not a White Sox fan, but Blue Jays fan, staying in the race. Now, looking at some home runs tonight, Team A, we've got three separate slates. I'm more looking towards the main games and then the late games. But let's start with the main games. Who's jumping off the page for you? And then with your with MySpari, who do you like there as well?
My first home run pick is going to be Framil Reyes. They're playing Miami and Jesus Luzardo, who is just very wild, big time fastball pitcher, and Framil Reyes, big fastball hitter. So we have him coming in fourth in our model at 2.29 total bases today. So Framil Reyes is my first pick for home run blast.
That makes me feel so good because he is one of my picks as well. He's actually he's one of I have kind of four picks that I'm really looking at. Obviously, you need three at a minimum $5 entry to get in to win your share of the $25,000, folks. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, Reyes, he's been playing some pretty solid baseball as of late. And yeah, he was definitely on my list to look out for as well. I also like Nick Castellanos. I know he's banged up, but that was one of the reasons why I went for four. He is a dinger and a pair of hits and a trio of at-bats against Wheeler. Obviously, Wheeler, he's a big name, but he has given up 39 hits and 3 home runs over his last 6 starts. So Nick Castellanos seeing the ball well, having a great season. As if you have him in fantasy, you would know that. If you're a Reds fan, you would know that. But check out Nick Castellanos tonight. If he does play, he is a threat. I understand Wheeler's a great pitcher, but as I said, 39 hits in his last 6 starts, giving up 3 dingers. Castellanos has a dinger against him. Let's see what happens, folks. Where does he come in on MySpari? Or is he not up because of the possible quad injury? I think that, just so you know, folks, that is why that is there. That is why the little first aid kit is on the corner there. Thanks, Jason. It looks like it says foot injury now. So just know, folks, if you do select him and he doesn't play tonight, you'll get your entry back. It will be voided. You'll get the $5 back in your account, hassle-free, so no worries there. Teammate, where does he come in? Or does he come in at all due to the injury?
So for the injury stuff, I'm seeing that he got hit by a pitch in the foot and x-rays look fine. So he was available as a pinch hitter yesterday, so he should be fine today. So he's coming in fifth in the MySpari model at 2.29 total bases, and he's actually in my home run blast currently for the main slate. So
we're 2 for
this
2.
This game's kind of weird. So Zach Wheeler really stands out for strikeouts, but the Reds they have a handful of guys in the top 10 to 15 for total bases. So it looks like go either way.
Nick Castellanos, you got Jesse Winker. They got a massive team. Joey Votto's been on fire. I mean, they've got a tough lineup. And yeah, as you said, Wheeler, obviously he's a solid player, but he's a solid pitcher. But if those Reds get swinging, look out to anyone who's on the bump at that point.
Yeah, and it looked like Wheeler looked better in his last start against the Mets, but the Mets really struggling with the bats, so it's kind of hard to say what we're going to get here. But nice. I mean,
be nice.
Yeah, the Reds do look good for home runs.
What are the Mets now? 2? What, they have 2 wins in their last 10? Jason?
I don't know. They swept the Nationals in the doubleheader yesterday, and they're tied for first place. So it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Nobody freak out.
It's only August. It's not September just yet.
It's usually when the wheels fall off.
Who's your third pick for the home run derby, or the home run blast? Pardon me. Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually have. I have Rafael Devers as my third pick. We have him coming in at 2.25 total bases, and he is facing a bad pitcher for Baltimore, Spencer Watkins. So He's given up 4 runs in 3 straight starts, and facing Boston's not an easy task. So Rafael Devers looks really good.
Yeah, Baltimore is definitely not been the team to beat in the AL East. 4 teams in the mix. They are not one of them. So I like that pick there. Paul Goldschmidt. Look out for Paul Goldschmidt, another guy that has a home run and 2 hits in 3 at-bats against Mike Minor. I know it's a little off the page there. Guy's getting older, but hey, Goldschmidt, Goldie. I like him to get it done tonight. Team A, where does Goldschmidt come in? St. Louis is very own. Bang. Look at that. Jason coming in clutch.
See Goldschmidt coming in at 1.76, but he is looking like he's going to get 1.54 hits and walks. So, probably a good matchup for him.
There you go, folks. That's the main slate of the home run derby. Mm-hmm. 2 of our picks, we were right on top of it there. Mm-hmm. We came in, absolutely no discussion pre-show. We were actually talking a little NFL football pre-show, and bam, come in 2 for 2 in the home run blast, folks. So there you go. Remember, it's a $5 entry, minimum $5 to get in to win your share of the $25,000 on Monkey Knife Fight. Just go down, hit submit, and you're in to win. But remember, there's a whole nother slate of games. There are the late games. Team A, let's hit. You can hit lead off with these late games. Boom. Nice transition there. Yeah, boom. But that Monkey Knife Fight's giving me the big bucks, baby. No. Love you, Jason. Back to it, Team A. Who do you like? Who do you like to lead off the late slate home run blast? Pardon me.
So late slate home run blast. Kind of a daily lock here, but Shohei Ohtani just leading the board in total bases today, so he's a lock for my first pick in the home run blast.
Not to cut you guys off, I just want to make one quick mention with the late slate on the home run blast and the night games. The late games actually include all of those night games too. And so if you click on the late games, you get all of these games. Mm-hmm. Or, obviously you can click on just the night games if you're feeling very confident about those picks, but you'll get a bigger pool with the late games because you get the multiple night games, which is just a little confusing, but I figured while people are here, we can learn something.
I just added on. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, remember, you get 3. Remember, you just need whoever to hit a home run across all those games. Why not add the 3 extra games? 6 extra teams really helps your odds there. Team A, Shohei Ohtani. That's a pretty good pick. Leading the league in home runs. I believe he's up to 38 or 39 now in that neighborhood. He's a solid lock, I guess, these days in anyone's home run blast, really, and he should be in yours at home. Yordan Alvarez has 2 dingers and 5 at-bats against Patrick Sandoval. I like him tonight. I think Houston's got a solid team, and they're really starting to pull away in that American League South, and I think Yordan Alvarez is primed to go off tonight against Sandoval.
You say American League South?
I meant West. My bad.
Okay.
My mind, you know what it was? My mind was in football. It was just in football.
Okay, we're a little rusty. It's okay. It's been a week.
Okay.
At least they play in the American League South. West. Jeez. At least they play in the West. That would have been embarrassing if they played in like the North or the Central. Oh my gosh, I'm all over.
All right. So I'm taking over the show. Yordan Alvarez, he does look pretty good against Patrick Sandoval. Sandoval is a guy that he's really up and down. Sometimes he has great games, sometimes he doesn't. It's really a mixed bag there. So Yordan Alvarez, a great power hitter, and just no problem with picking him in any home run blast.
Love that confidence coming in there. I also like George Springer. He's hitting 400 against Chris Flexen with the home run. Just something to note there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is also perfect 2 for 2 against Flexen. Where do those Blue Jays come in? Power hitting Blue Jays.
They're not in the on the slate, are they?
Oh, later. My bad. The night games.
Okay, we can just talk about it.
Turn on my mic. The late game slate that's the only one it doesn't include is the Blue Jays and the Mariners. I guess because that game tees off. Wow, we're really doing on. We're
covering everything today. Yeah. The Wyndham Championship. We're everywhere.
The 10 p.m. Eastern game, I guess, is the one that's not on the late game slate. But if you have it pulled up, why not? What are the What are our friends George Springer doing?
So George Springer comes in third in the MySpari model with 2.5 total bases. So it looks like an amazing spot for George Springer.
Yeah, we like that a lot. As I said, he's got the matchup that he likes with the home run against Flexen. And anyone else that you want to spot on Team A? I got a couple guys that played for the Padres. Will Myers, 5 home runs against Bumgarner through his career, given that's a huge sample size. And Jake Cronenworth is hitting 750 against Bumgarner with the home run. I believe he's got 3 hits and 4 at-bats, and that's why it's 750. So a little smaller sample size, but lots of success. How do you like that matchup coming in with the San Diego and Arizona? Any bats to look out for there?
So Arizona's facing Madison Bumgarner, he's been pretty good. San Diego doesn't really stand out to me too much. Let's see. Really, the only guy I would target in home run blast would be Manny Machado. Everyone else is coming in under 2, and the top guys under Machado are Cronenworth and Adam Frazier, who aren't necessarily home run guys anyways. So I'm pretty much off the Padres today.
There you go, folks. So who do you have filling out your home run blast there, Team A?
Yeah, so I got Matt Olson, and he's facing Dane Dunning. So he's got a nice righty-lefty matchup there, and he's coming in at 2.19 total bases. So another really good home run spot for Matt Olson. And sticking with the Angels, I have Jared Walsh against Zach Greinke coming in at just over 2 total bases.
Jared Walsh, man, that guy's beard has turned into something. That guy's facial hair has gotten to the point of mammoth. Like, he looks like a woolly mammoth right now.
Pales in comparison to your beard, Connor.
No, not at all. This is so tame compared to that. You guys honestly, Jason, go on Twitter and look at that, because it's something to discuss. In the meantime, Team A and I.
Whose beard? Jared Walsh's?
Yeah,
okay.
It's something. Team A, in the meantime, we got a full slate of games here tonight. Awesome to see the MLB firing on a Friday night. I'm going to be sitting back enjoying a couple wobbly pops. What games should I tune into? That's what I need to know, Team A. What games?
I'm sorry, a wobbly pop?
Yeah, it's like a soda. It's like a soda pop, but you know, with alcohol, so you wobble a bit. A wobbly pop there.
Oh, well. Anyway, so to the main slate, I'm looking at rapid fire 3 out of 3, and we're seeing Jared Walsh.
Just pull it up his beard.
Shades of Brian Wilson back in the day.
Right wow, what a reference!
Yeah,
you were saying before.
Yeah, so the main slate, I'm at rapid fire 3 out of 3. Let's see, make sure we got the same thing. That's what I got. Okay, so I'm taking Zach Wheeler for the strikeouts. Wheeler is easily the highest projected pitcher for strikeouts on today's slate, and even with the bonus, Urias doesn't really get there. Then for runs and RBIs, I'm taking Brandon Lau. Jose Ramirez and Brandon Lau are really close, but I'm taking Lau because he's got the bonus. And same thing for Rosario and Santander. I'm taking Santander because he got the bonus and they're really close.
Well, you absolutely got to love that one, folks. Team A coming in and dropping the 5 times on you. 3 for 3 pays 5 times on Monkey Knife Fight. You scroll down, and that is the rapid fire contest. You can see the buy-ins, and then all you have to do is hit submit with whatever you are comfortable with, whatever you want to play. Boom, you're in to win. Team A, what should we take a look at next? We talked about Zach Wheeler a little bit today. We see Brandon Lowe there. You like him with the bonus. Going to be a big day in Tampa Bay. What are we looking at next here?
Let's jump over to Cincinnati at Philadelphia. And just kind of sticking with that game. I'm looking at the more or less 3 out of 3.
Yeah, that's some big bats, as we were alluded to earlier in that one. Mm-hmm. You know, 2 pretty well-known pitchers across baseball going at it. We mentioned Jesse Winker earlier. There he is, and Bryce Harper. Take it away, Team A. What do we got? What you got for us?
Yeah, so I got more for Zach Wheeler. We have him at 8.1 strikeouts, so pretty decent edge over the 7.5 line that I got. And then I got Jesse Winker hitting more total bases. It's a really good lefty-righty matchup for him, and he excels against right-hand pitching, so it makes sense that he at least gets a double today. And I'm taking I'm taking more for Bryce Harper hits and walks. We have him coming in at 1.89, and Bryce Harper's been really hot the past, seems like at least a couple weeks now.
Yeah, Bryce Harper's been playing some vintage ball for himself. And I just want to touch on Jesse Winker. I know we touched on him earlier in the show, but he went off last night, going 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 hits. So, the total baseline at 1.5. All he needs, folks, is 1 double, and he eclipses that with 1 swing of the bat, a home run, and he gets 4. So, yeah, that one, I really like that more or less pick that teammate brought up there. So I like the more there. Bryce Harper, he said it. He's been on fire. And Zach Wheeler, I do like him to give up the long ball, hopefully to Castellanos for the sake of the home run blast. He is a strikeout guy, folks. Again, another way to 5 times your money there. Wow. With the 3 for 3. Teammates making it rain for us on Monkey Knife Fight tonight. Go down, hit submit. Now, Jason, if you could do us a favor and take us to, there's a pitching matchup that I really want to look at. I believe it's the late game main slate featured more or less contest. It's either the main game, the next one. It's Robbie Ray and Blake Snell. So it's the late games then, the night games.
Yeah, the night games.
Boom. So we were talking about Blake Snell before the show started a little bit, Team A. Obviously been struggling this season. I think he's just too good a pitcher to be playing the way that he has been, this poorly, this consistently. And then in his last start, goes out, throws over 10 strikeouts, and looks like his old self. He's got a tough matchup tonight. His line, 6.5 strikeouts. Where do you see Blake Snell coming in, and what are your overall thoughts on Blake Snell?
So Blake Snell, I would say he's a risky guy to bet on, especially with this line. We have him coming in at 6.1 strikeouts. I mean, it can really go either way. Arizona, typically not the best lineup, but they did hit well last night. So I would lean towards less strikeouts here.
Yeah, they tattooed Yu Darvish last night, who's been much more consistent than Blake Snell on the season. And then Team A, just a little bit more on your thoughts, if you will, about Blake Snell. I know you alluded to it a little bit before the show that you just don't really think he's in that form. If you could just expand on that thought process a little bit, because he is a big name. You know, San Diego, they went out and they got him. And he's definitely been a bit of a disappointment there just with his consistency, because we've seen the bright flashes. But more often than not, you alluded to it with your pick. He's gone for less than his strikeout lines for us fans at home, and then just not getting the production or the wins on the field.
Yeah, so the alarming thing for me from Blake Snell is just he's consistently walking 3 to 4 hitters a game. And that really just shows me he doesn't have the command that he needs to do well. He's probably not throwing his breaking ball for strikes, which I know was a problem for him early in the season. So I would say with being that erratic around the zone, the strikeout numbers aren't always going to be there, which is why you see him striking out 13 last time, but striking out 1 hitter against Oakland on the 28th of July. So it's going to be really up and down for Blake Snell if he keeps the walks up.
Yeah, that's not even 2 weeks ago. 1 strikeout, 13. You want to talk about volatility? There it is. And then another pitcher to look at here, Robbie Ray, a guy that racks up a lot of strikeouts, and the guy that's been known through his career to actually throw his fair share of walks and dish out his fair share of walks. He's really cleaned that up this year. The Blue Jays are taking on Seattle tonight. I think that's a very good matchup for Robbie Ray. I think he can get through that lineup. And I think he looked really good in his last start. Team A, where does he come in on MySpari?
So we have him coming in at 7.6. So that's tough. I would say
I knew where to set the line tonight, folks. Wow, look at that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty tough line. So I would lean towards the under. Just 8 strikeouts is tough to get on a consistent basis. And he's only done it once in his last 4 starts. So I would lean towards the under there.
So T-May leaning towards less and less on MKF with the two pitchers for the late matchup. Two guys that know how to throw strikeouts, but we're not favoring it too much tonight. Snell's still trying to find his game, and Robbie Ray, he's on the road with the Jays out in Seattle. Scroll down, whatever you're buying, you would like, hit submit, and you're in to win. T-May, any other matchups that you want to take a look at on Monkey Knife Fight for tonight's MLB games?
Yeah, I actually, I like our scheduled Toronto segment on the show. So, let's go to Toronto at Seattle.
You were just ready for it this time. I didn't even bring it up this time. It wasn't even me. I guess I kind of did. I kind of cheated. I brought Robbie Ray into the more.
Yeah, I like the rapid fire 4-on-4 for this game. And I think this is where you go to Robbie Ray for the strikeouts. Just a big edge over Chris Flexen. Flexen really isn't a guy that's striking out a lot of hitters in general. Let's see. I mean, he's got 7 and 6 in his last 2 outings, but before that he had 2, 1, and 3. So I would lean towards Robbie Ray having a pretty big edge over Flexen. We have him coming at 3.4 strikeouts, so I'm definitely going with Robbie Ray there.
Yeah, and Flexen's also gotta make it through that line, that Blue Jay lineup a couple times to rack up those strikeouts, and that's tough enough as it is. And we've alluded on this show many times, the Blue Jays still have the second fewest strikeouts throughout the season in the majors, so very tough team to strike out. I think it's Houston, the fewest.
Yeah, it's Houston.
Tampa Bay has the most by like a long shot, but Houston's got the fewest. Anyway, teammate, take it away here. We got George Springer. We got Mitch Haniger. How do you see it?
So I'm taking George Springer. He's the one of the top guys in the MySpari model for total bases, and Mitch Haniger. Let's see where he's coming in. He's coming at 1.94 total bases. So I'll take Springer even without the bonus there. And then for the other ones, just on MySpari, if you just search Blue Jays, you'll see all the Blue Jays on there. And so for hits and walks, I'm taking Simeon with the bonus there. Just really close to Vlad, and I just lean towards the bonus. And then same thing for total bases for Teoscar Hernandez and Bo Bichette. Going to the bonus there.
Yeah, going to the bonus.
George Springer.
Got to take Springer. Obviously, we said it before. He was in my pick for the home run blast, hitting 400 against Flexen. Already has a home run against him, and just taking the bonuses there. Bo Bichette hopefully should be back in the lineup this evening. He's been out dealing with some contusions on his shin from a foul ball, which is never fun. But have no worries, folks. If he doesn't go, you'll get your money back. There it is, folks. Oh, I love seeing that. 4 Blue Jays across the board. T-May, you just made my Friday. You make me so happy. These wobbly pops are going to taste so much better tonight, knowing that I have T-May's blessing.
The live chat is still considered. Does wobbly pop have an E in it? Is it
wobbly pop? I don't know. That's a good one. Do we want to take a consensus, Jason? I think maybe that's something that we take to Twitter, and then we'll get some T-shirts made up. Wobbly Pop Nation, stand up.
I'm afraid to Google wobbly
pop. But we're going no E, actually. Executive decision, no E. It's a Y kind of thing.
I'm afraid what the results of wobbly pop will be on Google.
No. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, homie. Step into my Nate Diaz ring here. I'll Stockton slap you with a couple of wobbly pops. It'll be great. Some people at home have no idea what I just said.
That's okay.
Just absolutely not a clue.
Expand the MLB audience.
Yeah, we're mixing some UFC and some Canadian hockey hick language with wobbly pops. That's where it originated. I'm pretty sure it was just the dressing room after the game, asking the ref, "Hey, you want to have a wobbly pop with the boys?" You know, that's how you get the extra goal, extra few minutes on the clock. That's how it works. T-May, any other matchups that we need to take a look at tonight across the MLB?
So I just searched wobbly pop, and I will not be drinking any of those. So
it means a beer, all right, folks. It means a beer. That's what a wobbly pop is.
Oh, if that's what you want to think it is, then we'll go with it. Jeez. Let's see. I actually go into the late games. I have a rapid fire 4-on-4 for that one as well.
T-May Dropping it spicy on the people tonight. I love it.
Yes, that one. Yes, I'm taking Blake Snell with the bonus. This is probably the place to get Blake Snell with the strikeouts. So we have Snell coming in at 6.1 and McClanahan at 5.7. So I'll be taking Snell because even with the bonus. So I'm taking Paul Goldschmidt over Yordan Alvarez. Goldschmidt's got the bonus and the good batter versus pitcher that Connor mentioned, and looks pretty similar in the model to Alvarez. So taking Goldschmidt.
We like those guys both to have big games. At least I do. I think I have both those guys in my home run blast. So that'll be a fun one to keep an eye on, folks. And I'm with you out there on their Team A. Between those two guys have great matchups tonight. And you have to go with the edge on that one. Continue on, sir. You're killing it.
Yeah. I got Manny Machado over Brandon Lau. The total bases. They're really close, but again, I'll take Machado because he's got the bonus. And I'm taking Mike Minor over Sandoval because Minor's got the bonus and Sandoval's got a tough matchup against Houston today.
Yeah, we touched on that earlier. Obviously, we like Yordan Alvarez to bang up Sandoval. Already has him for 2 dingers and just 5 at-bats throughout their career. There you go, folks. That is the slate there. You get a couple Padres on there, Paul Goldschmidt and Mike Minor. Head on down to Monkey Knife Fight. You can see your buy-ins. So many options from $2 all the way up to 100. Scroll down, hit submit, and you're in to win. Now, just before we go, I did Google Wobbly Pop in Canada, right? I am in Toronto, and it does come up as Canada slang for beer. That is Wiktionary, Urban Dictionary. It says, I had wobbly pops last night, not feeling good. And that one is from 2003, so it's not new. I guess it's just a Canadian thing. So there is no E. No, it's a Y. It's a hard Y. It's not like hockey, which is kind of weird, which is Canadian. But hey, you learn something new every day, Team A. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Yeah, see, I don't know what that thing is. That is just the scariest.
Yeah,
that looks like
that's what I saw too.
You know what that looks like? That looks like the bad guy from the Mickey Mouse movies. Pete, Pete? Remember him from like the Bulldog? That's who that looks like. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, pull up Pete on Twitter, Pete the Bulldog, I think. And then you'll know what we're talking about. Team A, thank you so much for joining us. Bang. Called it reference of the day. Team A and I will be on Twitter tonight, talking some home run blast picks, drinking some wobbly pops, having a good time. So make sure you tune in with us. You can find them at Team A DFS on Twitter, me at Sports with Tree. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with more MKF MLB DFS picks. Folks, I'm Connor Rowntree, and remember to hit it hard.